This is the Streets Are Talking Urban Sports and News. We're back with, I'm your host, Junior, and I'm here with your guest panelist, Shane.
What's up? What's up?
And your other guest panelist, Jay.
Yo, yo.
And we're going to topics we want to bring y'all. First thing right out of the gate is the NBA draft. Freshly happened. So let's talk about it. Who had the better draft? Jay, let me go to you first.
Well, this draft, I want to say, didn't have too much knowledge about these brothers, so I think it's kind of even out. And congratulations to everyone who make it to the NBA.
True.
You know what I'm saying? That's a dream, and you know what I'm saying? So, filling that dream, congratulations, man. Y'all boys do well. You know what I'm saying? So, congratulations. I mean, I got to give a shout-out to the dude who was drafted at 24. You know what I'm saying? My brother know him, took pictures with him. Congratulations. I've been training with my nephew. So good luck to you in the league, man. My nephew will be probably joining you in about 5 years. So, you know what I'm saying? All y'all brothers, man, that came in, man, get in there and put in work, man, and try to become starters and stars in this league. And there's plenty of money to get. Get you some shoe deals. Get all you can get. Get you a damn yoga commercial if you have to. But, that's what I have to say. What'd you say?
You say just don't snitch on nobody?
Yeah, exactly. We can move on to Shay.
Shay, jump in here, man. Who you think had the better draft? What were your thoughts on the draft?
I'm going to have to go with Dallas, man. I like what they did. I think everybody talking about the foreign player. He started when he was 15 years old, playing with grown men. I think they might have found their next, Dirk Nowitzki, even though he's not a big man, but that kind of player that to take them to the, their new year, their new beginning. You know what I mean? He gets to play with Dirk. Dirk wanted to play with him, so I think it's something to look out for next year. Just something to watch. It'd be fun in Dallas. Then I got to go with Atlanta. I like what they did with getting Trae Young and the other guy, I forget his name. But I like what they did. And also Phoenix. Don't sleep on Phoenix. I like what they did too. I think the big man Alton, he gonna be some business, man. I think he gonna be bringing the business. So I like the draft. It was all right. I mean, I didn't see any really superstars, but I see maybe some that can turn out to be. I'll put it that way. But other than that, it was all right. I wouldn't say it was spectacular.
I'm gonna disagree because I've seen a couple superstars out there, but I'll jump in on that later. But that brings him back to another topic because again, I'm glad you mentioned his name. As far as the trade between Trae Young and Luka, who was also traded between who was involved in the Dallas and Atlanta trade. So if you didn't know, Luka was drafted by Atlanta, Trae Young was drafted by Dallas, and they swapped picks. And then Atlanta actually got a future first-round pick on the back end as well. But the one thing about that was Mark Cuban and Dirk Nowitzki and Luka came out and said, let's not compare me to Dirk. I want to be my own guy. So given Mark Cuban's history with drafting foreign players, do you think this will work out? Shane, let me go to you.
Yeah, I actually think he's gonna be solid, man. I watched his film. I mean, they're not, American-born players are the best. We know we're the best at this game, but over there they play. The game, the way they play over there is becoming more of the game that we play over here. I think he'll be all right. I'm not gonna say he's gonna be Reggie. He might start out Reggie out the gate, but I think he'll be fine. He'll find himself. You can't do no worse than Lorenzo Ball.
I'm gonna tell you who I think he can do worse than, but I'm gonna toss it up to Jay first. So Jay, jump in here.
I got 2 words for that dude: overrated.
Okay.
And I hate to go this way, Junior, because I like Trae Young, man. He played for your team. I'm a Trae Young fan, so I hate to give him props.
He ain't no Oklahoma fan.
He ain't my team.
No,
my team.
Trae Young played for the Hawks, right?
I'm a Pistons fan, dog. Don't try me.
I thought you liked the Atlanta Hawks.
No, I like the Falcons in football, homie. Don't get it twisted. That is
okay. Well, then I can go for my dog then. Okay, well, I'm going for my dog. You know what I'm saying? So, damn, that's even better, man. That's great. Great to fucking know that. Because I hated the root for this nigga, and you liked the Hawks, so that's cool.
You know what? I think you just hate doing your fans, dog. I think you just hate my folks.
Dude, you hate on my Eagles, and you hate on my Lakers, man. So I got to give it back to you. The same way you give it to me, I got to give it back to you. We're going to whoop your Falcons ass the first game, nigga. We're going to bust y'all ass up.
You and your feelings, Carl?
But we're going to move on, but we go back to the topic. The topic was, I think the white boy overrated, like I said in them 2 words. And I think Trae Young going to be a better NBA basketball player. And that's all I got to say about that. We'll go back to Mr. Junior.
This is gonna be interesting because the dude, I think he can actually do worse than. And I'm gonna say his name right out of the gate because he came over. He had high potential. Everybody raved about him. He got over here and he didn't do shit. Ricky Rubio.
Yeah, he was overrated. He was still solid,
but he turned out to have a solid year this year for Utah.
But
how many years it took him to do it? But Ricky Rubio was supposed to come over here and change the face of Minnesota.
He was overrated. He didn't do that.
Yeah. And he came in around about almost the same age, and they said he had the same complete game. But again, this isn't Minnesota. This is Dallas, where Dallas has a better nucleus of players, mainly because they built around Dirk.
Better ownership, better leadership.
But I'm going to say, you know what? This guy doesn't remind me of a Dirk Nowitzki. He reminds me of a Ricky Rubio until proven otherwise. So, Luke,
I agree. I agree.
We shall see. Remember this.
Rookie of the year, right? Rookie of the year talks is between Ben Simmons in Philly and Utah point guard Ben Mitchell. As far as Simmons being 2 years in the league and playing 8 games the first season, not tossing up a single three.
No, Ben Simmons was 2 years in the league, and
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Ben Simmons been in the league 2 years. In his second campaign in the year, he never tossed up a single three in the second year. The majority of his shots came from 7 feet and inside. And you got Mitchell, who put up 187 three-pointers in Utah. So, and this is his in his first season. So, my question is to you: who wins Rookie of the Year, Mitchell or Simmons? Jay, I'm gonna go to you.
I'm glad you brought this up, Junior. If this was Ben's first season, I would say him. But this was his second season, so you're not a true rookie, man. So Mitchell deserved that Rookie of the Year. I mean, both of the brothers balled out and all that. Like I said, I would give it to Ben. And it still would have been a toss-up to me. So him not being a true rookie, I have to give it to Mitchell, man. And both of those brothers look like the future of the league. So much respect to both of them. So you know what I'm saying? But I'm going with Mitchell. That's my opinion.
Okay. Shane, jump in here.
I'm going to have to go with neither one of them.
Wow.
If I had to pick, I'm going to have to go with Tatum. For the reason he took his team further in the playoffs. He got them to the Eastern Conference. He was mainly the reason why that team stayed good the whole season and got to where they got. He helped carry that team. I'm not saying he did it by himself, but he was a key cog in that machine. So I'm going to have to go with neither and give it to Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum as a sleeper. That is the dark horse. You know what, Shane? For the first time on the show, I'm going to agree with you on live. I like Tatum too as a dark horse, but sorry that they're not going to give it to him. So, unfortunately, I agree with you, Shane, but it's going to Mitchell. Tatum, sorry you won't be able to split your Rookie of the Year like Grant Hill did, but it's not going to happen. So, it's going to Mitchell. Mitchell, enjoy your MVP. Simmons, prepare to get trolled later and have Embiid defend you later on Instagram like he always do. So, next topic, Jello Ball. His father, Lance, was expecting and trying to put pressure on the LA Lakers because he has in his mind this dream set of all of his boys playing for the LA Lakers. Meaning with Lonzo going first, Jolo going second, and the youngest son coming after that. But LA has decided not to draft him, so he went undrafted. And the G League coach has said, I don't even think we want to hire him to play in their G League. So give me your takes on that, Jay.
Oh, but let Shane do this first.
Okay, Shay, jump in here.
Like I said before, man, the man took his kids over to Lithuania. He didn't go and play in like the greatest of leagues. You left UCLA, one of the greatest college basketball fraternities, to go to Lithuania. Let that sink in, man.
Well, there was reasons why.
I mean, I understand. His dumb ass, the one that allegedly stole. Well, no, he didn't allege it. He stole the glasses. We know that. But come on, man. Your name is Big Baller. Why the fuck are you stealing glasses in the first place? You got. I mean, you get everything you're asking for, man. Your dad talked one man into getting where he is. And now we're just tired of the bullshit. He was never going to the Lakers. He's not going to be a Laker. He keeps saying that his son's going to play in the NBA. It's not going to happen. He's a D-League player, just like your boy that the Lakers drafted. He's
not even G-League, but D-League.
Not even G-League, D-League. The Lakers, they
but
drafted
the G League and the D League is the same thing. They just changed the G League.
That's what I'm saying. But but Shane just created a whole new league, which seems way worse than the G League, because G League is technically the top. So he's saying the D League, he's putting Jello in.
Man, that's where he's going to play, man. That's where he's going to play. And maybe one day.
League by himself.
Put it this way. I think we could see something where Lorenzo don't play for the Lakers, and he may go to some team that's garbage, like Reggie, like Detroit or something like that. And then maybe.
You know what? That's the most athletic thing in life.
And then it may.
I'm finished, man.
And then maybe it'd be like
no, you do not get to finish
a double package.
You do not get to finish that statement for the simple fact you brought my Pistons to it. We had drafted the Philadelphia Eagles, traded to us at number 38 in the second round. The next Joe Dumars of the NBA to the Pistons. Thank you, Philly. Thank you, Philly. And then we turned around and drafted the point guard behind that to back up Reggie Jackson. So we're no longer going to be that team where we're just going to be doormat status, as we call it in Florida. No. The path through the East is definitely going to go back through Detroit, and mark my words, because, again, I said it. So, Jay, jump in here, because we're not allowing the Shane to screw more asinine shit on this topic. So, Jay, jump in here.
Well, I agree with most of what Shane said on the topic, you know what I'm saying? So I feel him on that, you know. Otherwise, he said basically everything until the end where it broke down and it got to the Pistons and stuff like that. But Lonzo Ball's brother ain't really that good. It is what it is.
Bro, I'm not saying he good. He could play for the Pistons. That's what I'm saying.
No, he plays for the Lakers, because that's where all garbage goes.
I really think he's a G leaguer, and that's all it is. I wasn't surprised he didn't get drafted. I mean, like you said, his dad talked that ball into the position of going to the Lakers.
Exactly.
Because he won a top 5 best player out of the draft, and that's obvious now.
That was hype.
Now this is where I'm going to disagree with you at, Jay, for the simple fact that, you know, when Lonzo actually played college ball, he actually had a lot more hype. And again, his brother's college career pretty much was tainted by that whole.
Listen, what you said. He had hype, but I could name 5 players that was better than that man. That man went at number 2, bro.
Name the 5.
The 5? Well, it's Kuzma on my team. It's Mitchell that we named.
I give you Mitchell, I'm not giving you Kuzma.
Kuzma had a better season than him. Kuzma had a better season than damn near Drummond, bro.
Kuzma made all-rookie team.
Yeah. He had a damn near better season than Drummond on your team. Your best player.
Negative.
How much Drummond averaged this past season?
Negative. He definitely ain't on Drummond level. Because again, you're averaging.
Drummond averaged like 18. That man averaged about 16, bro.
Drummond's a defensive player. His job is to grab rebounds and
So this man came off. He came.
Every time it comes down to the Lakers, so when it comes down to some real facts, get it straight. Come at some other team.
Let me ask you this: if he averaged 16 off the bench, if he started, you don't think he would average more points than Drummond?
No.
And Drummond only averaged 2 more points than this man?
No, you can't really say that for the simple fact because, again, coming off the bench and starting, it comes with 2 totally different pressures. Your job off the bench is to come and provide a spark.
If he started, that means Junior, he would have got more. He would have got more minutes.
We're talking about a small forward versus a center, a starting center in the NBA. So your job as a small forward versus a center are 2 different jobs. So you can't compare them to. You can't do that.
I'll put it this way: if Kuzma was on the Pistons, he would be y'all #1 player. Flat out.
Nigga, slap yourself. Slap yourself and get the fuck off the phone.
No, why I'm saying that because
but the simple fact you just said, you said this man will be the #1 starter on the Pistons when we got Blake Griffin, when we got Andre Drummond. Again, you ain't
Blake Griffin don't fucking. He hasn't made a whole season for about fucking 10 years.
Andre Drummond has developed a step shot, and he's developed his range to 20. He's developed his range to 20 feet, which makes him deadlier than what he used to be. Also, on top of that, if you have watched, and again, I am not a Florida fan, but if you watch a young cat that got drafted by Miami, that used to play at the University of Miami, that the Pistons just drafted, dude, he's finna bring a whole nother spark.
That nigga Reggie, man. He Reggie. That nigga Reggie, nigga.
Half the games that he played this season. But again, y'all are not paying attention to the details. Again, I'm gonna let you have your little shine at the moment because again, I'm not really part of this debate because I'm the moderator in here. But I'm gonna let you slide because our other moderator in here. So to get away from you, I'm going to change the topic. I'm going to change the topic because it's going to get personal. So, this Friday, Claressa Shields, Flint Town's had a Gabriel. Went all 10 rounds. Real good fight. Claressa Shields won her fight and defended her 2 belts and won another 2 belts. So, her next fight is potentially against the woman who's been holding the middleweight division down in women's boxing. Her last name is Hammer, and she's a German-born lady. So if you have Shields versus Hammer and this fight happens, who do you got winning the fight? Jay?
I'm going to go with Shields, man. She's very impressive, man. I would like for my boy Floyd to get behind her, man. They all link up because she hungry, man. She came from nothing. She's very impressive, man. I cheer for her every time she fight, man. Much love, man. Go do your thing, baby, man. Do your thing. Much love. True.
She got some. I mean, I watched the fight, and she had the twins in there. Andre Darrell. He was in the ring with her, so that was real good, real cool. Right. From Flint as well. So shout out to the champs, Claressa Shields, Flint Town in the building. Shane, if you had if the fight went down between Shields and Hammer, who you got?
I really can't tell you, bro. I don't follow neither fighter, but I'm gonna go the opposite. The fighter, whoever is from Flint, I'm gonna go the opposite.
I think on the last show. Wait, I'm gonna go back to Jay. And Jay, you tell me if you remember me saying this on the previous show. I remember me saying Shane is just an overall Michigan hater, and I think we were talking about the Madden review. That sound about right?
Right.
Okay, so.
Yeah, Shane, you man, this girl here he talking about, we got to ride with her, man. This is a great story. Somebody come from nothing. This all she has, bro. Whether she from Flint or whatever, man. I love that baby. I love that baby right there, man.
My man Shane say all the time he fucks with Michigan.
I'm fucking with him, man. You know I'm trolling
you. Go with the German prospect over homebred wrong Caressa Shields. You know what, dog? We might have to revoke your card to this show, dog, because I don't understand where you be lying at, dog. I'm confused. You know what, Caressa? It's all right, sweetheart. I'm with you. Flint Town, stay down. We got another brother with you, and Jay who rides with you. So, and that's down south. So, I'm riding with Caressa Shields, the 2-time champ.
No, yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad. I missed the fight, and I knew about it and forgot.
Matter of fact, if you want to catch the Caressa Shields fight, it was on Showtime. So Amazon, whatever you got, check it out on demand. That show was aired live on Showtime. So watch my girl Caressa Shields because she put in some work. Hand speed, power, and the funny thing about it is the chick that Hammer, her upcoming opponent, fought was a chick she fought in her previous fight. And the chick in her previous fight got knocked out by Shields. Hammer had to go all 10 rounds with this chick. So do your research, because when we come back on the next show, I'm definitely going to toss this one back up to you guys. So watch out for my girl Caressa Shields, the GWAT, greatest woman of all time.
Much love, much love.
So on to the next topic, to the NFL. Jameis Winston suspended 3 games. So the NFL has decided to suspend Jameis Winston 3 full games for not reporting that Uber incident to the league of NFL officials. Do you think the suspension is righteous? Do you think it's egregious? Jay, let me go to you first. 3 games, 1 game.
I have to go with egregious because that's bullshit. Because he didn't report an incident that was never went to the law and reported to the law. Somebody made some allegations against his brother, and you're gonna give him 3 games for that? That's $100,000 over some bullshit that he might have not have did it, some alleged shit. Hell yeah, I mean, I don't really know if a woman have a real civil suit against this dude. That's some bullshit, man. This is very egregious, man. It's some real bullshit, man. And I don't know what they're trying to do or how it's gonna really filter out to where it's 3 games or, you know what I'm saying, 1 game. Okay, you can say this my rule, y'all rule, and you don't report it. But for somebody not reporting an incident that never went to the police or anybody like that, $100,000, kiss my ass. That's bullshit. Go ahead.
Shane.
Man, all I got to say for Jameis, man, at this point in his life, this man needs to do exactly what the police need to do. Invest in body cam, man. He needs a body cam video. Put it on him everywhere he go. I don't know what's up with him and these women, man. It's always an accusation after an accusation. He had it at Florida State. Now it's here now as an adult professional. Man, just put it on camera. Everything you do, bro, just put it on camera, bro. Because he can't get away. The man was stealing caught stealing that crab legs. Then he supposedly raped a girl at Florida State, then or whatever, got on the lunch bench and said this or bruh, like, come on, man, like it's getting ridiculous. I ain't saying the man did it, but all I can tell, invest in body cam, man. Just put it on you. Whatever you do, just put it on you.
Yeah, so he need to walk around like the police and invest in the body cam.
For real, man. Damn, for real.
So, I mean, so when you think about it, so both of you saying that it's egregious, but the NFL policy may say that regardless of whatever the incident is, as an NFL player, your job is to report it, and if you don't, you get a 3-game suspension. Doesn't that make it righteous? Jay?
No, it don't, because I could have
the policy.
Well, let's listen to the policy, brother. So you had a argument with somebody, and 2 months later, they was like you called them some racial slur, or you put your hands on them 2 months later and report this shit. You know what I'm saying? Go around reporters and say he did this to me. So come on, man, is that a real incident? It was never reported lawful. So that's some bullshit. That's like me and you out at you're a football player, and me and you we hung out and at a restaurant, and you struck me, and then about 2 months later I'm like, damn, this dude hit me. I still got this scar and reported to the media. I mean, you think you should be suspended for not telling them that you struck me?
Well, in that case, we'll say that you were just being soft.
Okay, but it's the same difference. If you didn't call the law or no shit like that, that's bullshit. You feel me?
Okay.
So,
Shane?
Basically, he's the face of the franchise, man. And we know in the NFL, them owners, those white owners, they don't want this on their name. I'm surprised that the Bucs ain't cut him or tried to trade him yet. Usually that's, you're the face of the franchise. The quarterback is the leader. I'm sure they're not happy with the guy, but as far as their backup, Fitzpatrick, they know they don't have, nothing there. So they got to stay and hold with Jameis and hope that he comes around. But he's walking on a thin line, man. He better tighten up real fast, or he going to find himself, out of this league real fast. He needs to go talk to Alden Smith.
Right, I'm going to agree. You better tighten them screws up real quick, Jameis, or these silly little antics that you're doing is going to cost you more than just 3 games. So beware, because everybody don't make it to the NFL, and it is a blessing to even make it that far, especially to be the quarterback of an NFL game. Most people don't even get to even see that part of it. So
and him being a black quarterback, let's not leave that out of it.
Yeah, so enjoy it. So speaking of black quarterbacks, I'm gonna jump over to the Cleveland Browns. So the Cleveland Browns drafted Baker Mayfield as their first round draft pick, but they also have Tyrod Taylor over there as a quarterback. So if you were the coach of the Cleveland Browns, who are you starting? And if you are a fan of the Cleveland Browns, what do you see a record as given what they did in the draft? So Shane, I'm gonna start with you.
I see Tyrod as the starter. I think Tyrod he's all right, man. He's solid. I ain't calling him the greatest, but I think he's a solid. He's that that mid-tier quarterback. I think with the offense built for him, geared around him, and with the weapons, they do got some weapons with Gordon. And then they added your boy from Miami. They got some weapons over there. They got my boy Carlos Hyde. He's coming back home. We all know he played at Ohio State, so he should be refreshed. They got Duke Johnson. So, he's a scat back, catch the ball out the backfield. They got some weapons over there, man. So I wouldn't be surprised, if they go have at least a 500 ball, play 500 ball or close to it. I wouldn't be surprised.
So 8-8.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay. Jay, jump in here.
Yeah, I would say Tyrod he's solid. He's a nigga like a Jimmy Garoppolo that you ain't got to worry about him throwing that bitch far or nothing like that. They try to hit you with that short shit. So if they put that kind of game, he can be like Jimmy Garoppolo, man. A motherfucker that got overpaid. All right, bro. To come to the 49ers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
We'll see. You're going to be better than that bust Carson Wentz.
The nigga Garoppolo, you know what I'm saying, can't run like Tyrod, so he got a little something over the nigga. So, you know what I'm saying? I wish the man good. I wish him good luck, but you know what I'm saying?
The only person that needs luck is Wentz. You better hope he don't fold again.
Well, you can say that. Can I get back to the topic, bro? The topic at hand is
I don't think they do it again.
They brought this brother in to just be here for the year, and they got the white guy. You know what I'm saying? For the basic Baker Mayfield. I don't want to say white guy, but they brought him in at number 1 to be the franchise. So after this year, I think Baker will take over, but good luck this year, Tyrod. Do your thing, man. Win like 6 games straight for like Garoppolo or whatever the fuck his name is, and motherfuckers will praise you. You'll be all right. And I want to go back to Carson Wentz and Garoppolo since you chimed in on it, brother, on my time. my dude was a motherfucking MVP favorite. We'll see if Garoppolo ever mentioned in that shit. But go ahead, Junior.
We shall see.
So if Tyrod Taylor takes them more than 500 ball, does Baker Mayfield start in season 2?
He shouldn't, in my opinion, no. But they have to at least be 8-8.
Okay.
I think it's going to be like a Alex Smith kind of deal in Kansas. What happened in Kansas City, regardless of what he do, eventually they're going to go with the younger talent.
I can agree on that.
I hear you, brothers, but I just have a hard time. I understand that Cleveland drafted Baker Mayfield in the first round and took him pretty high. But if you took Tyrod Taylor and you picked him up in free agency and you seen what he did in Buffalo, to me, I feel like they just wasted a pick and could have did other things with it. And I feel like Cleveland blew the draft by not taking the best player in the draft again, which I, stated again, which was Saquon Barkley. So Cleveland,
I agree with that. I agree.
Could have went further. They're going to end up in a situation where it's Brett Favre. It's going to be like that Brett Favre versus Aaron Rodgers situation. But then now you got to hope Baker Mayfield actually turns out to be Aaron Rodgers, because if he doesn't,
I want to piggyback on what you just said. Just imagine if they had Saquon, how many weapons they have over there.
Exactly. So just imagine, and then also on top of that, if Barkley doesn't pan out to be the Aaron Rodgers, kind of like Aaron Rodgers did when Green Bay finally let go of Brett Favre and brought them a championship. If Barkley doesn't bring them a championship, not a playoff win, but a championship, it was a total waste of talent. And if it's a total waste of draft, and if the Giants go to the playoff and win one playoff game with Barkley, it was well worth it, which means the Browns foobarred the draft. That's just my standpoint on it.
They always fuck up a draft pick, though. They do that for the last 10, 12, 20 years or whatever. We know they're going to fuck up.
I think they are changing the culture, though, with the players that they're bringing in.
When they change it is when they fucking win, have a winning season, nigga. They went 0-16.
I feel you.
I got a problem with.
So if they win 5 fucking games, that's a fucking plus because they went 0-16. So, they didn't win a fucking game, man.
Here we go. That's a good topic, Jay, because that brings me to something that Myles Garrett said. Now, Myles Garrett is their number one. He was the number 1 overall draft pick by the Cleveland Browns last year. He was their defensive lineman. And he actually came out and said something against KD. And again, how can you go 0-16 but have the audacity? Do you think he has the right to throw shade at the Golden State Warriors? But his team went 0-16. What do you think about that, Shane?
I think he should shut his damn mouth and produce on the field. It ain't like he dominated during his rookie season. I think he shouldn't even be speaking on anything personally.
Right.
He should be humble, shut up, and produce on the field, because you did not even have nowhere near being the number 1 pick type of season. Nowhere near. And I'm going to leave it at that.
All right. Jay?
Hey, big fella, shut your bitch ass up. You know what I'm saying? I won't fight you. I will fight you, nigga. But I'm going to sue your big ass if you swing on if you hear this shit. We can fight. I'm gonna beat your ass, too, after you swing on me. Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. You ain't accomplished shit, nigga. You ain't even in the top 10 in your fucking league, nigga. KD is a top 10 in his league. Shut your bitch ass up. Bitch ass nigga. Shut the fuck up and perform. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, you hear both panelists say that you need to just shut up and
shut the fuck up.
I'm going to second that. Shut up and ball. You can't go in 0-16 and take shade and try to throw shade at an NBA champ. So until you win one NFL game, shut up and ball, Garrett. Next topic.
So, he ain't win shit in college either. He really needs to shut the fuck up. Texas A&M was garbage.
So, next topic. Cam Newton. So Cam Newton went from this Pro Bowl, Hall of Fame caliber type player to now they're talking about potential. He is now Mr. Irrelevant. So I need to ask you guys, is Cam Newton Mr. Irrelevant, or is he just having one of those like most typical quarterbacks up and down season? Jay, let me go to you.
Yeah, irrelevant is bullshit. That's some bullshit that some white supremacy would say. Because first of all, this nigga keep making the playoffs. Second of all, he could be a top 10 quarterback in the league. You know, I don't like how the nigga dress and some of the stupid fuck shit he say, but as a talent, he's one of the best talents in the league. I'll take that nigga on the Eagles any fucking day. Anybody else on their team would take that nigga. So
I bet you would. I'm glad you said that.
Well, I would. It's the truth, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's a big-ass nigga that can run the bitch. He led his team in running, passing, touchdowns, all that shit. So he's not irrelevant. I mean, fucking, what his name for the for the Falcons? He was irrelevant last year. He didn't do shit. The damn quarterback of the Falcons.
You know what? You throw so much shade all the time, but before I throw this alley-oop to Shane, let me give it back to you. Let me toss it right back to you, Jeff. So Carson Wentz or Cam Newton? Who you got as your starting QB for the Philadelphia Eagles?
For the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm gonna go with my quarterback because he on the Eagles. But nigga, I'm going with the brother, Cam motherfucking Newton, nigga.
Oh, so you saying you're going to take Cam Newton over Carson Wentz, even though previous shows you were just talking about how Carson Wentz was the shit and he should have been the MVP, yada yada yada, so on.
Right, I agree on that. Listen to this.
Right now, you're going to take Cam Newton.
My favorite quarterback since I watched the Eagles was Randall Cunningham and McNabb. So I wouldn't mind swinging a brother in. I swap that shit out. Give me Cam, nigga. You damn right.
Randall was right. I don't know about that second.
It ain't no what. Randall was what, nigga?
Hey, Randall did change the game. Randall was
the best fucking player of fucking all times, and McNabb was better than fucking Steve Young without the championship, nigga.
Stop it, man. Stop it.
What category outside of winning a Super Bowl does Steve have over Randall? I mean McNabb, my friend.
That's the only category that matters.
I hear you.
Category that matters.
I hear you. So you oh, hold on. So you niggas think your boy who was the Pittsburgh quarterback that won all them damn Super Bowl, the cracker with the bald head, Terry Bradshaw, you think he was wrong?
He wasn't a bad quarterback.
He was decent, but again, he had to still
Okay, this man had more championships than most damn quarterbacks, but he's never mentioned as one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He got the same amount of rings as damn near Joe Montana, nigga, and the bitch don't mention that nigga.
And you know why?
He just told you why.
Because they had to steal Kurt.
And then, you want to know another reason? He was throwing to Lynn Swann.
And again, they weren't talking about Lynn Swann. Don't get it twisted.
Okay, so let's go back to Steve Young. He had a fucking all-star team, nigga, when they won.
Let me answer that, Jay. Let me answer that. So when it comes to the Pittsburgh championship older days, championship years, they're not talking about Bradshaw. They're not talking about Lynn Swann. When you're talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers glory days, the only thing you're talking about is the Steel Curtain. If you're talking about current days, the only things you say is Ben Roethlisberger and
the Triple B
and Jerome Bettis, because again he did win his first one in Detroit. So outside of that, you don't hear them talking about Terry Bradshaw. So you're right, Jay. I'm going to agree with you. The topic is the Steel Curtain.
Okay, so let's not talk about championships as a standard, because you think Brad Johnson was wrong, Shane?
I say again, he was a decent quarterback.
Trent Dilfer, nigga? You want to keep going? Was Trent Dilfer or Brad Johnson better than McNabb?
No, listen, that team was also built around defense. That Trent Dilfer.
Okay, you keep saying this shit, but we keep talking about standards, man.
It's not said like
standards.
That Steve Young didn't make it Pro Bowl after Pro Bowl when he was playing now. And then he was the second. He was after Steve was #2 now.
But listen, nigga. Steve Young team that year when he won was #1 in offense and #1 in fucking defense, nigga. True. So what you saying?
I mean, because I think when they
he was running the show.
Squad, I think they had.
Man, come on. Listen to who the fuck he had, nigga.
Ken Norton.
Yeah, I know who he had, nigga. I'm a Mariners fan.
Okay then, you fucking know that. So don't give me that bullshit. When that nigga Steve Young was on the Bucks, that nigga sucked, nigga. He ain't take no sorry team over the hump. They sucked.
Hey, I want to say Steve Young was in the Lions jersey too, and he sucked. Oh nope, my bad. That was Jeff Garcia.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, Donovan McNabb was all right. He just wasn't great.
Well, Donovan McNabb won more games than Steve Young, had more passing yards, more touchdowns.
Nigga.
No, he didn't. No, the fuck he didn't. No, he didn't.
So
no, he didn't. Go look at Steve Young years and McNabb years, and then you'll see
that Steve Young set behind Joe. I'm talking about actually playing.
I wouldn't give a fuck who, but that's his problem. If you ain't good enough to fucking start, nigga, that's your problem. You was in the league the same year. My dog came. Listen.
He got knocked out by
Listen. That nigga started at the fucking Bucks, lost his fucking position, and had to go back somebody else. McNabb, nigga, came and took a bitch position and kept that shit moving. So don't give me no fucking excuses, man.
Bro, because they didn't have nothing to move up. It was nothing to be there in his way. They was garbage already.
Well, that's cool, but since your
quarterback, he played behind the greatest quarterback.
Okay, well, but he
had nobody in front of him. Steve Young had the greatest quarterback of all times. He had to back up and take that role.
And know why he had to back up somebody? You know what? Listen.
Who gives a fuck about Doug Peterson? Who the fuck are you guys?
Doug Peterson was there, but run.
My nigga in the Hall of Fame. Is Steve Young in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, is Donovan McNabb in the Hall of Fame?
I bet he make it.
Okay, nigga.
I bet he make it.
Until then, nigga, shut up, nigga. Because my nigga in the Hall of Fame.
You know why? You know why? Because he won a fucking championship.
I know why, nigga. Because we won, nigga. When he played, we won, nigga. When Steve played, we won. We was in the playoffs every year, nigga. That's why. Like I said, his career got injured. My question is this. My question is this. If he was so fucking great, if he was so great, why did he have to become a backup when you had your own damn team? I just thought he came to back up the greatest quarterback of all fucking time.
Because he didn't get it done. He didn't get it done where he was at, man. Let me go to Junior. Junior, Barry Sanders. You think he would have ever had to go to another motherfucking team and back somebody up?
Never.
Huh? Because know why? He was great off rips. Your dude sucked off rip, man.
We only played for one team, so we
okay. So you're making my point, Shane. Know why this man didn't play for one team? Because he sucked at the Bucks, nigga.
Man, no, you missing what I'm saying. Because
I ain't missing shit. That's what it is.
Okay, what happened to Jonathan when he went to the Redskins then, nigga? What happened?
That man had been over
for motherfucking Rex Grossman, nigga.
Okay, how many seasons? That man had no play by
garbage. It was a system. Andy Reid. It was a system. Just like motherfucking that's why Steve Young sucked in Tampa, because it was the fucking system. The team sucked, and then everybody. When Donovan McNabb got away from the Eagles, that nigga sucked. So
well, first of all, he didn't get benched for Rex Grossman, so you flawed him.
That's how Reggie the nigga was, bro.
But the man had no. Okay, can I finish? Can I talk now? The man had no played over. That man had no played over 12, 13 seasons. He was done, nigga.
The nigga was ready.
He was done. What you mean?
It was the same thing, bro.
What?
Like I said.
Tell me this. What nigga in the 49ers franchise ever started over 11 years, nigga? since you want to go there, nigga.
It don't matter, bro.
It do fucking matter, because my dude was old. Your dude, Joe Montana, got shipped out when he was old, nigga. What you mean?
I don't care about stars.
Don't give me that bullshit, nigga.
He went.
He ain't the GOAT, man. Tom Brady is the motherfucking GOAT, nigga.
Man, fuck Tom Brady.
That's who he GOAT.
That ain't no goddamn
Tom Brady is
cheating ass nigga. Them niggas cheat, bro. I don't worry about cheating ass niggas.
All right,
and I don't worry about niggas that get bailed out by field goals. It's a field goal that one of them championships is bullshit. They know that shit was blocked. They robbed the Raiders on that bullshit. They shouldn't even been there.
Wait, how you comparing that? Wait, so are you Raiders fan or a Niners fan? I'm confused. Are you riding with the Raiders or are you riding?
No, they robbed the Raiders, man. They weren't even supposed to be in that Super Bowl, and y'all even know that shit, man.
The Raiders got robbed?
Because that's one of the Super Bowls that he got. So that nigga really should have 4.
Come on, man. You got Super Bowls where Jerry Rice had Stickum on his damn hand, man. Don't go there, brother.
Man.
All right,
that's allegedly.
So let's get over to the news side. Real quick. So, breaking news today, Sarah Huckabee, Trump's lead press secretary, was kicked out of a restaurant today because of her support of Trumpisms and some of the things she said on her over the news and press conferences that she said in defense of Trump. So, question to you guys is, do you support the owner? Was he right or was he wrong for kicking her out? Shane, let me go to you first.
I don't give a damn what he said to the bitch. If you fuck with Trump, man, I think you deserve anything you got coming to you. And I'm going to leave it at that.
That's it? That's totally it?
It's totally it. You fuck with Trump, fuck you. Kick that bitch out. Get outside, bitch. Go somewhere else.
Oh my goodness! You know what? Let me go talk to Jay, because I know he's gonna give me something more than tell that broad to eat outside. So, Jay, what you got, brother?
I feel that brother on what he just said. I mean, I second the motion. Fuck Trump and whoever fuck with him. Suck a dick. Flat out. That's it, man. Tell that hoe and all them other motherfuckers who fuck with Trump and suck a dick. Flat out. I ain't got shit else to say. Fuck them. Fuck them.
You know, this is the first time you brothers actually were short, brief, and direct to the point when it comes down to political aspects. And y'all was real on point when it comes to Sarah.
I mean, we don't like Trump. He's a bitch ass, white supremacist. So nobody don't give a fuck about him.
It's about the owner kicking her out of the restaurant. And part on top of that, Sarah Huckabee has, came on TV and defended this whole immigration bill and parents being separated from children as young as 14 months, my understanding. So I'm going to agree with the owner of the restaurant. Kick her mush mouth ass out, and anybody else that allows Sarah Huckabee into their restaurant. Trust to know that if the streets are if the streets are talking urban sports and news, hear that she come through y'all way, y'all won't get business from us. So fuck Sarah Huckabee, fuck Trump. On to the next subject.
Hey, I had to give a shout out on that too, because they was kicking my dog OJ out of places. So fuck that hoe. Big ups to that. If you want to kick OJ out and he ain't killed her, that woman and that nigga, OJ all fucking day. I love OJ.
Man, that man,
even though he,
man.
Yeah, even though he a coon, I still love you, OJ.
All right, man. So on to the next topic, man. Unfortunately, this is a sad topic. Passing of Joe Jackson, the father of Michael Jackson, has passed away at the young age of 89. I know this topic is sensitive to a few of us, so Jay, I'm gonna go ahead and let you jump in here first on the passing of Joe Jackson. So jump in here, brother.
Hey, Joe, man, R.I.P. man. You brought a great brother in the world, Michael Jackson, the most famous man in the world of all times. You know what I'm saying? You had to whoop his ass a little bit and whoop his brother's ass, but you whooped him in shape. You were still there as a dad. I never had my dad there for me like that. So even though you whoop their asses, and my dog couldn't have a childhood, but he lived a life better than a lot of other people, and you were one of the main reasons, man. I mean, rest in peace, man. And you and Ike, man. You and Ike made superstars. Ike beat Tina ass and made her a superstar.
I'm fucking dead.
So, you know, I'm looking at my youngest daughter. I might have to whoop her ass. Till she'll make me that money. I'm just kidding. I ain't gonna do that. But well, I'm gonna sit in the shade.
Man, well, I'm gonna say it's a sad day. It is a sad day, man. One of the legends is gone. He brought us to Jackson 5, as we know. Two of the greatest entertainers that been in my lifetime, Janet and Michael, as we know. I know a lot of them kids probably like, yeah, the ass whooping is finally over. You know, I ain't got to worry about getting my ass whooped no more. So, you know, I probably, I'm sure he probably was still whooping their ass. I mean, get your ass over here to this house and sit down and eat dinner. Don't make me come over there. You know, Joe didn't play no games, boy. He always walked around with that look like I'll kill you. Hey, rest in peace, Joe, man. He's a legend.
Well, shout out.
I mean, if you look at ass whoopers in history, it's successful. I mean, Joe whooped then the kids' ass, and I whooped Tina ass, and I hate to go this way, but slave owners whooped them slaves' ass to make that cotton, and they got rich. So it's something to that.
And they famous for it too. They got flags and monuments up for them cats and shit.
Exactly. So, you know, I hate to touch the system, but cotton made money. You had to whoop their ass to make sure they got that cotton.
I'm gonna say rest in peace, Joe Jackson. You know, you raised a hell of a family and a big family. Whatever happened in your past, you know, I ain't here to touch on that, but you did raise some of the greatest musicians that ever graced this earth.
That's Motown. They was in Motown, Detroit, baby.
Sorry, one's gone, but one's still with us. And Janet, and she's still making awesome music. So, rest in peace, Joe Jackson. And before we end the show, I want to touch back and go back to one of the earlier shows we reached. One of the early shows we touched on this. We talked about justice for Greg Hill. Was a brother who was shot, and the family was awarded $4 for burial expenses and pretty much awardings for the family. So it was like $1 per child and $1 for burial expenses. So I've been keeping tabs on this on their GoFundMe page. The goal was $120,000. In 29 days, the family from GoFundMe, they were able to raise $86,399.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Big ups to GoFundMe for having that up there. Shout out to the family for putting that page out there. I myself will be contributing Thursday, and I will have the receipt posted onto the website for everybody to see. I'm also going to challenge our panelists that are on here tonight, Jay and Shane, to join in with me in donating at least a minimum of $20 to this GoFundMe. So make sure that when you guys watch the next upcoming show, you definitely see that receipt up there. So anything you brothers want to say about this show before we close out?
I want to say, man, that's what's up, man. I'm glad you kept up with that, man. That's something that we gotta keep. We gotta keep this moving, man. I'm proud of you, man. Appreciations.
Again, to the family, my condolences. I know money don't bring them back, but we all know, you know, money, you can use it, and hopefully, you know, this help takes care of his family, man. And again, R.I.P. Rest in peace, brother. You will be missed.
That's right. Right.
Well, this is it for The Streets Are Talking Urban Sports and News. I'm your host, JR, and I'm here with Shane. and guest host Jay. And we'll holler at y'all next show.
Peace, family.